We are about to go live here, and there we're off. It is February 3rd, year of our Lord 2021. We are Wall Street sizing up today. We are doing stock market news today. We do it every day now. I don't just do it for you. I actually do it for me just so I can go through the day's news of what I missed while I was trading, while I was doing other things, other businesses, if you would. And so I do a lot for me, but I hope it helps you out too. So first up and foremost, my ugly mug is getting off the screen, and we will go to the markets directly. Markets were very, very mixed today. Dow was just up 36, NASDAQ was down 2, and the S&P was down 3 points. That's it. Big movers today, CPSH up 138, CLNN up 101, Time, wow, TYME, used to have a position in them, was up 93. That's a biotech, guys. LIZI was up 64. SAVA, Cassava Sciences was up 58. And Sino Global Shipping was up 56. I don't see other big ones. Although CPSH was up big today. Buddy's got a bag of that, up 138. All right, let's get to the news. First and foremost, again, this is the news that you may see some of this on CNBC, and then some you may not see on CNBC, probably. Did I just F that up? I think I did. So what? ADP. Here we go. AP reports that private companies in the U.S. added 174,000 jobs in January, significantly beating the 50,000 investor estimates. So I would think the news would have had the markets jumping. It did not. In case y'all missed it, we had Google reporting earnings today. So here we go. Alphabet reported revenue of $57 billion, up 23% year over year, and a profit of $15 billion, up 43% year over year for the fourth quarter in 2020. The company's total revenue increased by 12% year over year to $182 billion, and profit increased by 17% to $40 billion. Let me give you one reason why. It's called YouTube. The YouTube advertising was off the charts. They had $46 billion in advertising revenue. So if you're creating on YouTube, you should be getting paid more. You should be. That's where I'm at. Spotify grew fourth quarter sales 17% to 2.17 billion euros, beating consensus. AMGen, posted fourth quarter adjusted earnings of $3.81 per share, growing these over the last year and beating estimates of $3.34. So it beat estimates. PayPal. Now we're about to get to Amazon, so don't worry. PayPal sees the full year 2021 revenue reaching $25 billion, slightly higher than the average analyst estimate of $25.4 billion. PayPal sees full year 2021 revenue. I copied this wrong, but what I would tell you is Venmo killed it, and that is what is driving PayPal right now, if you didn't know. All right, again, here's another if you didn't hear. Amazon reporting revenue of $125 billion in the fourth quarter with a profit of $7.2 billion. That is up 125% year over year for the fourth quarter. The annual revenue increased by 38% to, listen to this, $386 billion in revenue for 2020. You've heard this. Jeff Bezos is stepping down. He's going to the executive chair. The head of Amazon Web Services, AWS division, Andy Jassy, is taking his place. If you don't know anything about Jassy, here's the thing. He joined the company 3 years once it was started. I believe about the time it went public. So 1997, he was Jeff Amazon's basically chief of staff. He was called a technical advisor. And then essentially he was the one tapped to start Amazon Web Services. He started with a team of 57 people in 2003 and turned it into a division that contributes to 60% of all Amazon's profit. Amazon, I read this yesterday, but I wanted to reiterate this. Amazon alone contributed to about 13% of all UPS revenue. And they had $85 billion in revenue, so roughly close to $10 billion in revenue is what Amazon helped UPS with, right? Am I reading that right? Sorry, the 13% represented $85 billion in revenue for UPS. They also announced in Q4 that it was getting into the healthcare, into the drugstores, call it Amazon Pharmacy. You remember it was a big deal at the time because Walgreens and CVS took a dive, right? But here's the cool thing about it. It's offering 80%. So Amazon Pharmacy is going to offer 80% off non-brand named products and 40% off brand named drugs during its launch. It said that it will also integrate a savings plan for users without insurance. So they're trying to do their part. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen will meet with financial regulators to review short squeeze on GameStop and resulting market volatility. Do we really need that? I don't know. It just depends on what side of the fence you're on. Here's the deal, though. Yellen, so she had to go to her attorneys because she had a pre-existing relationship with Citadel, which is right in the eye of the storm. She had been paid speaking fees by the company numerous times, right? Including as recently as the fall of 2020, literally less than 4 months ago. After consulting with ethics lawyers, she will be moving forward to address these issues. This is again the part that I don't get. We all want to drain the swamp, but we keep bringing back the same people. I mean, good Lord. We want to change Washington. We want to change Wall Street. It ain't going to change with, I like Yellen. She's, she will make the money printer go burr. And I guess I'm fine with that because I'm a true believer in Bitcoin. But come on. Can we get some new blood in there? I mean, good Lord. Mortgage refinancing applications increased 11% last week compared to the week before. The housing market is currently suffering from a lack of supply. That's why I literally saw the average house price. Is it approaching $300,000? Good Lord. Despite demand being 16% higher, there's still a lack of supply. Many are unwilling to sell their homes during the pandemic, and I completely agree. Who wants to go shopping and get into look at homes unless it's a brand new home? But I do see homes around me being bought right and left. Builders are going crazy. Right. Okay. Microsoft. So Microsoft is now supporting the Australian government after Google threatened to pull its search engine from the country. Boo-hoo, right? The Australian government has proposed a law that would require Google and others to pay news publishers for using their content on aggregated news platform like Google News. I think that's wonderful. Google, you need to adapt. Microsoft, not a big fan, but I am a fan of yours here, right? If you're going to pay creators, go for it because those are the ones who are making the news, the reporters, the investigative journalists. I'm on your side. By the way, Microsoft is also rolling out new AI features, listen to this, for its new mobile apps, including Outlook and Teams. Among the tools is a conversational AI experience with its voice assistant Cortana. So essentially, you could speak into a microphone like I have here and write out an email, or if you're on Teams, you can blast out whatever you want to blast out on your Teams channel. An interesting Apple note here too. Kia Motors shares increased after reports that Apple is investing, listen to this, $3.6 billion in the company to manufacture its EVs. The report added that the automaker will produce around 100,000 EVs, electric vehicles, per year, and the Apple car will be launched by 2024. I think that's kind of old news, but we didn't know what the investment was. Also, like you didn't know, Uber has acquired the alcohol delivery startup Drizzly. They're out of, I believe, Austin in a $1.1 billion deal. They actually they offered me a job, I don't know, like 2018, turned it down. Anyway, point is, Drizzly's online marketplace will integrate with the Uber Eats app, right? Now, it's common stock and a little bit of cash. It's two. I know it's two guys that founded that. They also founded, I believe, along with Drizzly, there is a subsidiary in Drizzly that also delivers weed, if you would, cannabis, legal, as it is in Austin. So I believe it is, right? Fact check me on that one. Last year, Uber became the second largest delivery service in the U.S. after its $2.65 billion acquisition of Postmates. The biggest one is DoorDash, and DoorDash has over half the market, which is crazy. I like this one. We're almost done here today. Chipotle, everybody's favorite restaurant. Online sales grew 177% in Q4. Overall sales hit $1.61 billion. 1.61 billion, rising 11% year over year, and I believe that's just the fourth quarter, guys. In some quick crypto news, we're also doing that daily as well. But MicroStrategy (MSTR) announced its purchase of an additional 295 Bitcoin for $10 million, brings its approximately holding about 71,000 Bitcoin worth roughly $2.5 billion. Salute to you, Michael Saylor. And Guggenheim CIO Michael Menard was on CNN today with the girl named Chatterley. And I don't think he let it slip, but he let it be known that he believes that Bitcoin could reach between 400,000 and 600,000 fair value. Now, he didn't give a time frame. He didn't say 2021. He didn't say 2030. But clearly, we've talked on this channel a lot about crypto personalities and the banking personalities, the CEOs, lower level directors, whatever, get on CNBC, and the consensus seems to be about 100K this year. Again, this is not financial advice, and these are my own opinions and my own opinions only, if that made sense. With that being said, guys, wash your six, go hard in the paint. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.